a long time ago, I was working in a print company, and I started to create a PDF magazine called At This Time It's Art. Years after the company has closed, so I decided to work full-time on this and to create a website. First it was a gallery, then a forum. And at some point, I had to make some choices. So I had a conversation with Mark Simonetti, and I said, wouldn't it be a good idea to start a new event in France?
I think that what makes IAMAG different from the other ones is maybe its small size, which makes it both really friendly and at the same time there's still the skill of craftsmanship in it that makes it super warm, in fact.
The first time I met Patrice was actually at the beginning of the IAMAG events. So he reached out to me saying, do you want to come speak at this event that I'd never heard of, because it was the very first one. And as soon as I got there, one thing I noticed very different from this event to the others was the impact it had on everyone attending. This was a chance where everyone hung out, had a great time, and it's always been a really fun experience that I've wanted to come back for every single time.
The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, says the coronavirus is going to spread in the United States.
What is an acceptable number of cases and deaths? What is an acceptable amount of risk?
When Patrice announced that he had to cancel, I was just devastated.
I was the second person to arrive next to Dylan Cole. And then Patrice said, hey, we want to go to dinner. And we went there, and already Sparth, he already was messaging saying, hey, I don't know. So it was already happening. And I was like, big companies are being careful. That's okay. What's plan B? The bigger thing was, okay, is this going to get worse? And then the next day, the Louvre closed.
It was a total disaster. And so Emmanuel was here and say, it's unfair. We have to do something. We have to do something. And he started to contact artists as soon as he has come back to the US.
The event was essentially dead. But with Emmanuel coming around and saying, hey, everybody, we need to gather around this. And I was on board immediately. The Phoenix imagery, even though phoenixes can seem kind of cliche after a while because they've been used so much in pop culture, it was actually very appropriate for this situation. You have this one person who is scavenging through things and is seeing all the death around and trying not to succumb to it. And then this little flame shows up, and as more flames gather together, they all formed together and produce this phoenix. And all of those little flames were everybody who was contributing, everybody who was a part of IAMAG, everybody who supported it and believes in it. That is the death to rebirth, and the rebirth came by people coming together.
What people don't know is how much work Patrice and Benjamin put into this. Imagine a year of hard work just vanished in one moment, not to mention the financial burden that comes with it. When Emmanuel reached out to me, I wanted to help in whichever way I could, and something had to happen quickly. When Mike presented his Phoenix idea to us, my first reaction was, yeah, right, no, that's way too ambitious. But something happened when he showed us the storyboards. It represented perfectly the state of the event and really made me want to make this trailer happen. And by harnessing the power of VR, I thought maybe we can actually pull this off. And while we were meeting every Thursday to plan this event, the trailer was growing alongside. And it was awe-inspiring to see how devastation started to turn into positive outlook. And now we're here with something to give back to the community.
I definitely see a future for the event. I think with somebody like Patrice, it's going to be good because he really could have just quit, and he didn't.
It's time to build something different, something online, and to be ready when it will be possible to make live events again.